Ya sabrán quién es nuestra invitada. Lydia Tarr es muchas cosas. Su estreno como directora de orquesta fue al frente de la de Cleveland, la Sinfónica de Chicago, la Sinfónica de Boston, hasta llegar por fin a esta casa, la Filarmónica de Nueva York. En 2013, Berlín nombró a Tarr directora titular, cargo que ocupa desde entonces. Lydia Tarr también ha compuesto música para teatro y para la pantalla, y es una de las 15 personas denominadas EGOT, es decir, aquellas que han ganado los 4 premios más importantes de la industria del espectáculo. Bienvenida, maestro.
Gracias, Adam. Gracias.
Well, power is a force that doesn't respect gender or sexual orientation. It's a thing that corrupts us as a species, and I think there's very few places where we can, in any nuanced way, discuss the addictive nature and the corrupting nature of institutional power. I think cinema is a place where you can talk about big ideas, and that is something that Todd really wanted to grapple with as a filmmaker.
Mm. Yeah, I think power is something very seductive also, but not everyone wants to have the power position, but they envy someone who has the power position. So they're in this constant, so that's also what you can find in the film, especially if I think of my part, that who surrounds the power figure, and how do we keep this system up? How do we, in what way are we also accomplices?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so that is also a meditation, as you said, on power. That's what you find in the film.
¿Qué tal va lo de componer?
No muy bien, sigo oyendo algo.
Schopenhauer medía la inteligencia de un hombre por su sensibilidad al ruido.
¿Alguna vez te sientes embargada por la emoción? Sí. Sí, me pasa.
Well, Lydia believes in the power of being the exception. I think she's pressed on. She's tenacious, she's passionate, and she's incredibly talented, and so she believes in the power of being an exception. She also has a foundation in which she's supported female conductors, but she sort of wants to, I think if you speak to any female musician, there was something online the other day about Fleetwood Mac, and they were talking to the band and talking to the women and saying, is it difficult for you as a band having lady musicians in the band?
Wow.
And the women were saying, we're musicians. Woman musician or woman, female architect. It always becomes an adjective. The actual trade doesn't get, But I think it was only in the late 90s that the orchestras in the southern part of Germany had the first female orchestra member. Not forget female conductors.
No, exactly.
So it's been a very male-dominated
Vienna as well.
Profession. But this is the thing: it's not about women having a moment. It's about equality. But the film isn't about that at all. I mean, the gender of the character is secondary. It's much more examination of power as a force, irrespective of one's gender.
Hay un problema.
He recibido otro mail muy raro.
No debemos vernos implicadas en ningún lío.
Estoy preocupada. Se está empezando a encerrar en sí misma.
Para bailar la máscara debes servir al compositor. Tienes que sublimarte, renunciar a tu ego y sí, a tu identidad.
Well, she's got the wonderful book about hope in the dark, and she talks about the people on stage and the people who are in the spotlight, and in fact, what happens. Power actually moves in the darkness around the stage. I think she writes very unsentimentally and acutely about the problems that are facing us as a species, climate change, human displacement, institutional corruption. But she finds ways to discuss it in a way that human movements can shift these problems and move through these problems together.
El público y el de Dios sin borrarte.